I hope this one's better. Golden air. When the wind blows, the leaves fall free, yellow leaves falling in golden air, and everywhere upon the ground, leaves of gold are scattered round. I kinda wanna get it out.
I just fully processed its tarot and now I must have it.
We're in the subway. We're going to the stationery shop and I am so excited. That was one of the best bookstores I've ever been in as well. And it's owned by Emma Straub, who wrote This Time Next Year, I think. And I read that book and I really liked it. So that was cool that she owned that bookstore. And it had really, really cool curated picks. A little haul of the books I got yesterday at the bookstores. My favorite one was Books Are Magic, which is the first one I went to that is owned by Emma Straub. The selection there was really good. They had some books that I added to my TBR that I had not seen anywhere else before. They had a lot of first edition signed copies, which I always think is really fun to grab if you can. And I don't know, I just really liked the vibe and it was just one of my favorite bookstores that I've ever been into. And then afterwards we went by Words. We weren't actually planning on going there. It just happened to be on our walk to Yoseka, the stationery store. Yoseka, I did not end up getting anything there or spending as much time there as I thought that I would. I was just a little bit overwhelmed with the selection and maybe I'm not as into journaling supplies as I thought. I'm not sure. I'm gonna go to Goods for the Study today and see what I think there. But on the way to Yoseka, we went to Words and I loved it. It wasn't on my list, but they had a really good curated selection too. My mom ended up getting a few things there. I did not because I knew we were going to like 4 places today and I'm either gonna have to try to fit all my books in my suitcase or have my mom ship my purchases to me and I don't want to buy too many things. Then after dinner we went to, I think it was called Spoonbill and Sugar, and that had new and used books, which was cool to see. They maybe had the smallest selection of things that I was interested in, but it was still a good store to check out, especially if you want something that has a mix of new and used. And with that, let's see what I got. Margaret Atwood's memoir. This was on my list, and then they had a signed first edition, so I did need to get that. And I started reading it last night, and I didn't realize that Margaret Atwood was really into tarot and astrology. She also does palm reading. So the second chapter is called Gemini Rising, and I was like, oh my god, like I love astrology, so that was really cool to learn. And then I read an article last night about her. I think it was from a speech that she did or like a public lecture, how she was relating the process of writing books to the tarot and how each of the 3 sections of a book would be like 3 tarot cards. So the first section would be the High Priestess, the middle section's the Wheel of Fortune, and then the ending is Justice. And that was so cool to find out because those are things I'm really interested in, and I did not know that Queen Margaret Atwood was as well. So I'm excited to see what else I learn about her in here. She seems incredibly interesting and she's obviously super talented. So that was a really exciting buy. And I'm glad that I didn't buy it before because I would have seen the signed copy and been like, oh no. And then Queen of Swords. This is a book I've never heard of before, and it is about a famous author from Mexico, and it's telling her story, Elena Garro. It says she was a writer, a founder of magical realism, and a dancer, a devotee to the tarot, a socialite and activist on behalf of indigenous Mexicans, a mother and lover who repeatedly shook off and cheated on her manipulative partner, and above all, she wrote with simmering anger and glittering imagination. I love magical realism. I love the tarot. I don't know. I was just really drawn to learn more about her story and who she was. And obviously I was drawn to the cover with the Queen of Swords. Then we have Good Morning, Good Night, Little Pep Talks for Me and You. This is Lin-Manuel Miranda's book, and it is a signed copy. I was like, I have to get it. This came out a while ago. I saw this at the very end, and my mom's favorite person is Lin-Manuel Miranda. And so I was like, no way. And sure enough, they are signed. Like, so crazy. They had 3 copies left, and so I was with my mom and sister. So I was like, well, clearly each of us can get one. And the pep talks are so cool. He would tweet good morning and good night, like little inspirational tweets. They're all just like you could open up and then feel good, and they have cool artwork that's done by Johnny Sun. Oh, I loved this one. Okay, let me read this one. So here's the art, and it says, good morning from the younger version of you who couldn't wait to be you at this age right now. Good night from the older version of you who remembers the very moment you are in right now and is grinning from ear to ear because you have no idea about the wonders ahead. They're just really like cutesy things. I feel like you could leave this out and just open it when you want to feel a little boost of positivity, and so cool that it's signed. I also love him and Hamilton. Okay, last book. I had not heard of this one before. This is called Magic Maker, and it's the Enchanted Path to Creativity, but it sounded right up my alley. The very beginning says creativity and magic are one and the same. Artists throughout history have employed magical techniques to tap into their creativity, express powerful messages, and make contact with the sacred, from the songwriting divination of David Bowie and the bewitching shapeshifting of Beyonce to the Ouija board poetry sessions of Sylvia Plath and the abstract painting seances of Hilma Ed Klint, to the manifestation method of Octavia E. Butler and the daily meditation of David Lynch. While there are many books on creativity out there, none of them examines the specific ways that magic has been embraced by creative visionaries throughout history, nor do they explore how makers can start using these methods in their own creative process. I'm very into magic, as the book is calling it, so I thought this was right up my alley, and yeah, I don't think this would have come across my desk if I had not been in that bookstore, so I was happy to find it. My mom got it too. I don't know which one I'm going to read first. I think that I'm going to bring this on the plane with me because it is little, and then I'm probably going to have my mom ship me these, but I really want to bring the Margaret Atwood one on the plane, but I mean, it's like, that's a big book, so I don't think I should, and I also don't want to like ruin it since it's signed, so I don't want to put it in my bag. So that's probably what I will bring with me, unless I bring Magic Maker. It's like not as big. It's the last day now in New York, and I have more bookstores that I'm gonna do. This is like the day that I fully planned out because all my sister's friends have left, my husband, my dad have left, so it's just a girls' day with me, my mom, and my sister, and it feels like 11 degrees out. So I'm a little bit nervous about that part because there's like 5 different places we're gonna go to, and I was planning on walking to some, but we can just get a taxi if we need to. So this will be a very like fun-filled girls' day that I have coming up.